in this one we're living in. From can I buy you a drink? With that first kiss, it all started in a bar like this. Well, I was working on my third beer to get the courage to buy.
Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Tim, you're not old enough to fully experience Scuttlebutt'S, and you'd be correct. I only played there once, but it was one show that changed the outlook on my career forever. I was 18 with my bandmates, and we had heard that Scuttlebutt'S was doing a battle of the bands, so we obviously wanted to be a part of it. We were asked to be in it, even though none of us were of age to drink, so we'd all have to be chaperoned. This was our first ever show playing 19 plus, and going around the high school telling our friends about this show that they couldn't go see wasn't really going to cut it for us. But we had to have people at the show because we needed the votes for the Battle of the Bands to keep going. So we asked the only people that we knew that could come into the show without being harassed. We asked our parents, and we asked our teachers. Luckily, some of the teachers lived in Thunder Bay, so they showed up. Some of them said that they could make the trip, and some of them said they couldn't, but obviously, our number one fans, our parents, were front row center. The night was set, and we were up against Money Honey, who was now Poor Young Things from Toronto. A group of musicians that had been in the city for years, had a great following, and was even being scouted for a label underneath the Trues. We practiced our asses off, thinking of any cover song we could think of that would draw the crowd into us, anything that we could think of to get votes. The night came, and although our friends and our family and our teachers had shown up for us, Money Honey looked like they packed the place for them. This was the first. We were up first, and all I can remember is the music, the lights, and the feeling of soaking it all in. We killed our set. We had a great response from the crowd, and then Money Honey went up and destroyed. You could tell why a label would be looking at signing them because their sound was incredible and the stage presence was so addictive. When the votes were tallied, we were actually surprised. Although Money Honey had the crowd draw with them, it seemed like we had only lost by a couple of votes. It seemed as though some of the people that were there for them actually voted for us as well. Money Honey went on to win the competition in a landslide, and as I stated earlier, they began getting noticed by the label underneath the Trues. Moved to Toronto, and then they became Poor Young Things. What really impacted me was the day after going back to school. All the teachers were buzzing about us. Some had never seen us before and were honestly blown away from it. One of our teachers even stopped the class to talk about our band. When you grow up in a small town, this is as famous as it gets. I feel that even though we lost, we accomplished a lot more than we expected, and that was the respect from our peers, and that is something I will never, ever forget going forward. Hey guys, it's Tim here. My new single, A Bar Like This, releases March 3rd. But if you want to pre-save it for your Spotify playlist, click the link down below and I'll see you guys then.